Empty bay. Empty bay. Ha. Alright, we're pretty much got all the ducks in a row. I want to first and foremost thank Greg Porter for getting me set up with the clips. This is big, and I really appreciate it. You know, didn't have to do that, and I do thank you, Greg. That's awesome, just freaking awesome. So thank you. We have our bow rods. We have our front tack strip. I have to take the rear tack strip off now. I finally got the passenger seat bolted in, which I'm going to have to unbolt later when I get the rug. And so what we're going to do is we're going to pull that rear tack strip off. I don't know if you can see it. Let's see if I can do a live action shot. Man, it's loud. Let's see if we can do a live action shot. Yeah. Here's the back seat of a Camaro. I haven't been in one of these, and Alright, so we got all these screws. Where are we? I have a finger. There it is. All these screws I got to pull off. And what happens is the headliner comes kind of like this, and then it wraps around here. And on the inside of this tack strip, it's just like a carpet tack strip. There are little teeth that are pointing this way, so when you wrap it around and hook on them teeth, it won't pull back. But as you can see, it's a little rusty and stuff. I gotta clean it up. I'm not gonna go crazy with it, but I want to clean it up a bit. So we are going to do that. I'm gonna take that off now. I'm gonna unscrew it, and it's those little tiny screws. So we can just do one. Your other left mark. As you can see, it's not a very big screw. So we're going to pull them off, pull it out, clean it, and then we're going to sit the clips in their respective slots. And keep falling down. I'm going to spread it out again on the roof of the car. The warmer the better. There's no wrinkles in it, but apparently there's going to be a lot of wrinkles if I leave it that way, so we're not going to do that. But I'm going to take this tack strip off, get that thing straightened out, set it down, and back in a bit. Alright, see ya. And just show you how it kind of wraps around, comes around the backside like this. This is facing down, this is up. And you can see how it's just glued in. It's glued in. And then you see the little points here. It's picking that up. You see those little tack strips. There's a whole bunch of them here. So I gotta sharpen them up, which I've already done on the front one. Not much to it, the back side of it. And this is the front one, and you can see those are pretty sharp now, so hopefully they'll bite into that headliner enough to hold it. Alright, so we're gonna clean it up, get the wire wheel out, and just leave the gotta get that headliner flattened out. We'll do that now before it gets really wrinkled up and screwed up, and then I'm not happy with myself. And I've already looked at Bertha for reference. Let's put it on the... Every time I put it on the roof of the car, it keeps getting blown off, so let's try it on the trunk. And like I said, I use Bertha for a reference. It starts off with a longer seam in the front and a shorter seam panel in the back, and then this actually gets probably that wide to the end. Alright, in a bit. Okay, tack strips are in. I put all the screws in. I cleaned them out as best I could. I got most of the rust out. That took a while, actually. I just started going crazy and just kept going. So we got those in. Now what I'm going to start doing is leaving the bow rods through the actual receivers. I have to find the center, put a tape mark. So I'm going to essentially, without creasing it, and the wind just keeps not cooperating with me, what I'm going to do is fold it in half, hit a center mark, mark it, and then there's a center reference point in the middle of that channel there, that tack strip, front and back, and I'll use that just as a guide, more or less. And hopefully we'll have enough here to do what we got to do. So I'm going to do that now, flip it over, make a mark, and back in a second.
What's up? You painted over it?
Huh?
You painted over the flame?
No. It's headliner.
What's the camera for?
Huh?
What's the camera for?
You do video.
Nice. Hey, can you tell me to change the bulb in my light? I need a little tiny wrench. So give me a hand.
What is it?
Red light?
Alright guys, this is the first time ever trying this, so I don't know this is gonna work, but we'll see. So I'm gathering and assuming that you insert the clips first, kinda like that, you know, and then you clip them in and you stop. I think you would stop from the back and work your way to the front, because the direction of the stops on the clips are forward. So you want to be kind of pulling this all this way. So we're just putting them in. They slide right in. Really nothing special about this. Only when you got a really crooked one. So I might have to take a little something, straighten that out a bit. See it? Tap gently with a hammer. Gonna do that. Still tapping things with a hammer at this stage in the game. Now you got 4 more to go, and I'm just looking at the clips here. This is something else that's got slides in it too. I don't know what that's all about, but we'll find out soon enough. So yeah. All right, 4 more to go. Essentially that's all we got. That's what we're looking at. They just slide right in. Alright, I'll bring you back when I start to try to plug these into here. I'm just going to try to push the bowl rod into the clip with the sleeve, the white canvas sleeve there, or the material sleeve that they have. All the bowl rods are in. And fun. You're gonna see how it goes. Alright, see you in a bit. Okay. Addendum. You cannot put the clips in this box first. You actually have to take them and you have to slide them onto the bowl rod like this. I was trying to figure out how the hell this was gonna work. You can't push them on. You actually have to pre-slide them on, and then you have to find and center all this as we go. So you sleeve your bowl rod, and then you sleeve your clip over the sleeve. A lot of sleeving going on here. A lot of sleeving. So hopefully, let's see if I can do this. Can't do it with a camera in my hand. And yeah, this kind of really sucks. Sorry guys about the shaking cam. Okay. So pretty much that's how it goes. That's how you gotta do it. So just bugger all the way down. There we go. And then you can pull left, right if need be. Nighttime, daytime, nighttime, daytime, nighttime. Okay, we're back in the back seat. Fairly uneventful. What you gotta try to do is, if you can see the roof of the car has a kind of like a transition point right where my finger is. So I'm trying to line up the bowl rod so it stops right there and it's not hitting me, because you can see I was struggling over here. I was fighting it. It kept hitting the side of this thing. So you got to kind of center that, get that centered. It's like this one's way off right here. As you can see, the end of the rod is here. And if you go straight up, I'll be there somewhere. So you try to center these rods in your opening. That does seem to help quite a bit. So, and then the dome light. Naturally, I got to put the dome light in. So these screws, I'm going to leave these screws in because that's where the housing of the dome light goes. And once I get this up and stretch, I can feel up and I'll feel the screws and I'll know where to make my little cut. So, but I do need to get this dome light wire where it belongs, which is right kind of here. So it looks like it's kind of short, like you almost cut it too short, but we have to tape it up or do something just to get it to stand right there. I'll do that. Alright, so that's pretty much going kind of nice. And then I did see somewhere where they say to cut. They say to make a relief cut right here to allow the headliner to kind of not have a sharp edge, kind of will just like radius around, and then it loops up into here. But this style of headliner is different from the other ones that I've seen. Like I was looking at a Chevelle at a junkyard, and the bowls actually turn down, and then there's little holes, axis holes that the bowls go into, and that's essentially keeps them put. These just float. They just float right here, and that's what they do. So we'll see. All right. So I'm just gonna keep progressing, and I gotta grab some tape that up, and I'm just gonna keep going. All right. See you in a bit. Alright, another addendum. When you get to where the actual dome light pretty much is the center line of the roof, as you notice these slots, these go one way, and then it kind of looks like a different slot. And then through trial and error, a lot more error than trial, figured it out. These kind of go up like this. They kind of go up like this. And they kind of slide laterally. I can't do it one-handed, but they slide in laterally like this, and that's what holds those in. So if you get to this point and you're looking at this and it's a little confusing, which confused the hell out of me. I'm like, I thought I was missing clips, but it's not. They go in a different way. They go in this way. They go in sideways like this. Not like this. All right, so that's that. Okay. I just may have to do what I said earlier. I'm not sure. But it's right where they want you to do the cutting of that top of that sleeve is right where the clip is. So I don't know how that would work out, but so you're gonna have to get some pull going this way, and then you get some pull going this way, and that should tighten everything up, and then you just kind of somehow, once you get it all stretched out, north and south, then you got to do west and east. But I think you'd want to get this sorted first, getting this motion going. You know what I mean? Get it really tight and jammed inside its own little tack strip. Stop from the middle, and it looks like it's got to be really tightened up. You got to get pulled pretty tight. And then that's that. So we're right at this point now. I think this is going to be part one. It's getting kind of a long, I'm doing really long videos. I'm trying to stay away from that. So we got part one done. I still have to go out and get contact cement. I'm going to use just the weld wood, and I'm going to take a look at Bertha and see how her transition is, because it does take a trim along the strip edge here. This one has the seatbelt holders, but see, I can't see it. It's really dark. Let me open the door up. Let's see if we can see. See, it takes a trim here. You see how it's just nice and pulled down. So I might have to do something here. I never did nothing. This is the way I bought the car. When I bought the car, I had the headliner left in it. I didn't even touch it. And it just wraps around here. It's just not a finished edge. And it takes a little trim on the back side though. And I don't have that. I gotta get a cover for this. But we're trying to get this look here. We want a nice, smooth look. So, and you can see the sail panel kind of blocks a lot of stuff too. So, we have that metal trim. I don't have this thing. This is 73s when they started going over the shoulder here with the seat belts. DOT rules. Sorry for the glare. But yeah. So we took this out for a show last week. And it was running really bad, really crappy. I couldn't figure out why. I thought I really hurt the motor. Did something bad. Still getting a low oil pressure. I think that's going to be a spun cam bearing. I changed the oil. It still does, it warms up, it gets low. Anyways, it was running, popping through the car, backfiring like crazy. So maybe it's just something with the car. Put a vacuum gauge on it, redialed it in, got it as high of a vacuum reading as I could get. And I said, well, let me see, look at the plugs. It was on this side, so I started pulling the plugs out. Number 8 cylinder, the spark plug, the electrode was smashed, like closed on itself. So I don't know if this thing kind of kissed the plug. I don't think it did. I just think when I was doing the plugs last time, I might have dropped it and not even realized it and just put it in. And you gotta pump the gas with Bertha to get it to work. Not backfiring anymore, and it's actually running cleaner. You guys gotta understand the smell I'm talking about. It's got a cleaner burning smell to it. So yeah, that's that. So there's the headline of part 1. Look around for part 2. It's gonna entail me trying to glue the stuff up north and south. So, Mark from the 2nd gen. Well, be safe. Thanks for watching, commenting, subscribing, and we'll see you on the next one.